Hi, guys. Welcome to Before the Post, our third episode. In this episode, we will be analyzing the races that are happening on the 28th of December. There is an 8 race card today. Okay, let's go through the first race of the day. This is the PA Davon Trophy. It is a class 3 over a distance of 1,200 meters. What do we think, guys? Shrikant, start.
Yeah, it's a field of 10 runners. I think the only horse to watch out for in this race is horse number one, Be Magical. Has been knocking on the door, has been running consistently first and second in all the five outings. So coming into this race, carrying the top weight still stands a very good chance. If someone has to challenge, it has to be Azure. Yazan, what do you think?
Yeah, like you mentioned, the two horses are there, and the bottom two horses, not bottom two, number 7 and 8, also can be considered. June Daluk has won his last start in Pune, and then you have Sheersha, who's been running on and off third and fourth. He's run second to Kavya over a mile in Pune, and he's had a run advantage in Bombay as well. He's run a 7 furlong last time. He's run third to Big Bay, and he's won a 5 and 6 earlier, prior to that, much prior to that. So yeah, he can trouble them. But like you rightly said, Be Magical is the horse to watch out for. What do you feel, Tyler?
Yeah, I think in this one, Be Magical is definitely the horse to beat. I mean, last time out, she ran a 5 furlong, and now she's running 6 furlong, which I think is more of her distance. I do think Azur is also there. I mean, but in this, I still think Azur likes 5 furlong. So here might be a little bit too much for her, but she has Trevor on board, and she is obviously carrying much less weight than Be Magical. But I still think Be Magical is the one to beat in this. I, which no one really agrees with me here, but I like Storm Cloud. I think, I mean, it's the Joker in the pack. I think with 5 kilos off his back, I mean, he can run a nice race. But yeah, no, I still think Be Magical is the one to beat. Very hard
Yeah,
to.
Storm Cloud has won in Bombay over a 6 in the lower class, and he's run fourth last time.
To Foxy and Be Magical, both of them finishing one and two. So I think, yeah, Stormcloud does stand a chance carrying that meager weight on his back. So might challenge. But I think everyone should watch out for Be Magical in this race.
Yes, rightly said.
What about John Dalup? What are we thinking about this guy?
Yeah,
I,
he's
I
safe.
feel that lack of run benefit in the Bombay season. Yes, won the race in Pune. I agree with you on that. But having run in Bombay helps a little, getting to know the feel of the track and then coming into a race. And uh, you're matched up against good horses, one in the lower class. So yeah, that'll be a difficult task.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Shirsha also runs,
Yeah,
considering what all I
I
said
like the
earlier.
way what you mentioned, the form of like how Shisha was behind Kavya. If you take that, I think, and also Drawn 2 will be up there in a good position. But overall, looking at everything, I think the age factor with Be Magical stands good as an advantage, and then the run benefits as run with really good horses. Still, I would lean on to Be Magical.
Yeah.
Okay. And just for the public, if they want to know, Lord Eric's name has been changed to Ashwa Brazil, and the owner and trainer have also changed for them to note.
Okay, so I think we can all agree that Be Magical is the one to beat in the first race. Let's move on to the second race. This is a baby race for 2-year-olds only, a maiden, 1,000 meters. Guys,
Yeah, it's an interesting one. With the juvenile races, I think, as we mentioned in the earlier weeks, that we want to see the bloodline. And in this race, the one filly that stands out to me is Horse number 4, Inheritance, Letirmore out of Rafina. Rafina herself, she was, I think, PBMM winner, Punola Breeders Multi-Million. And then in that line, that is the Miss Daniel line, there was Koff Castle, also winner of PBMM. And then ahead of my time, again, Dallas's horse ran third in the Poonawalla Breeders and then went on to win the Guineas. So these are all good, stocky, speedy horses in this line. So I'm excited to watch out for Inheritance in this race.
And David Allen is riding, which
Yeah.
Yes.
will be a plus. But yeah, no, it will be interesting to see. I mean, Rafina was a double Sprinters Cup winner, superb horse. She only lost a couple of her races in her whole career, and that too coming only second or third. So it will be interesting to see if she has passed on even like half of how good she was. But yeah, Yazan, what do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with Shrikant. That's a very impressive line. And it's Rufina's first fall running in India. So we have also Elevate, who's had a run advantage, and they've put off his cross nose band after the first run. He's the only one who has a run advantage. Last time
Yeah.
Nebula also proved that when he had the run advantage under his belt. Another horse that is also working well is Tempo. So I feel these three horses are to be watched out for. And of course, seeing them in the paddock is very important because last week Admirable also looked really impressive and won that race
Yeah, that is true.
from the yard of Mr. P.S. Chauhan.
Yes. Now we move on to race number 3, the Carl Umriger Salver. This is a race run over 1,400 meters for horses in Class 1. This race is named in memory of the champion jockey Carl Umriger. Personally, I think this is a very open race. Yazan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, you've got a field of only 6 runners. Some of the horses have not been informed. The horses that we could consider are Christophany. He's run fourth behind Jade in his latest outing in Mumbai. And he's got 3.5 kilos off his back. Ram Sarup will be riding him. He's also been knocking on the door, so he should be right there. And another horse to watch out for, I feel, would be Atash, who's also running bottom weight and has won his last run in Pune, beating Credence. So that's not a bad line to look at.
Indeed. What do you think, Shrikant?
Yeah, I agree with Yazan on this. There is nothing much to speculate in this race. All these are proven horses, aged horses. Christophany is in form, ran a brave race last time out, ran fourth to Jade and Miss American Pie and Credence by just 2 and 3/4 lengths in that sprint million. So on that note, with 3.5 kilos off the back, I think Christophany stands a very good chance in this race, having the slight edge. And then Atash, and then also if Chagall finds
Yeah.
that old, it's very hard to beat Christophany, but might come into the second or third position. I mean, we're not giving in here for the sake of people to put their money on. We're just discussing all these horses, how they've performed. Out of all this, I think Christophany has the edge and should be seeing the post first.
Yeah, I also like Chagall. I mean, he had a run, not a very impressive run, but I think he needed that run in Mumbai. I think he ran he ran a good race to Pride Sprints coming second, and he's bottom weight. So on the handicap, I think he is one to beat. Obviously, there's Christophany as well. So I have favorite horses. So one of my favorite horses is Market King. I mean, in his first like 2 years of his career, never finished out of the top 3. Obviously, he's an aged performer now, but it would be nice to see him run in the top 2. But in saying that, I mean, he hasn't been very impressive in his last couple of runs, and I don't know. But I think I like the seeds. I like Christophany and I like Chagall in this. Okay, we move on to the second juvenile race of the day. This is a longer race. This is a 1400-meter race. It is called the Lieutenant Col Govind Singh Trophy, and it is for 2-year-olds only. Shrikant, what are your opinions of this race?
Another race which I'm watching out for, like with keen eyes, the juvenile races. It's the bloodline, and Gayat is the bloodline which we need to talk about here. That is the
Yes.
Dubawi line.
And
Uh,
Galileo, sorry, but he's Dobawi and
yeah,
Galileo with his from his dad.
yeah. So yeah, throw some light on that, Tyra.
I think Tyra can throw some light on that. The first fall of Gayat in India.
I mean, the first foal to run, yes. I mean, I loved
Yes,
Gayat
of
as a
course.
horse. I mean, he was a superb horse. I remember him beating Enable, one of my other favorite horses. But I mean, he is bred superbly. I mean, he has Galileo in his line with his dam, and then he's by Dubawi, one of two of the best stallions in the world. Yeah, and I mean, Gayat is a new stallion abroad, but he has been having some very nice performers. He's already had group winners, and I mean, it'll be very exciting to see this horse run. But yeah, no, I like Gareth. I like him as a new stallion, and it will be exciting to see what this baby looks like in the paddock as well.
Okay, also we have horse number two, Buckingham. This is also very good bloodline, Tyra.
Okay, well, yeah, Buckingham is by Holy Roman Emperor, who has performed incredibly well in India. I mean, he's had one of India's best horses, arguably, in Be Safe, who is the Indian Derby winner and 2000 Guineas winner. He's also had Mrs. Pat Moore, who won the 1000 Guineas. And I mean, he's a Danehill horse. He's been a superb performer in his own right abroad as well. And yeah, I mean, it will be exciting to see these Gauta broads in the paddock and how they show up. But yeah, very well bred horse there in Buckingham. Yeah.
Awesome. Also there is D'Artagnan.
Yes,
This horse,
out of the way,
I
out of the
remember.
way,
Yeah,
out of the
yeah.
way.
I remember the late Mr. Padmanabhan had named one horse with the same name, D'Artagnan, the
Yes.
Musketeers. That horse used to look fantastic, a dark bay horse, and even this is a dark bay horse. So I'm curious to see how this horse also looks in the paddock.
Yes, agreed.
I mean, I also think like you have Pacey Schroff, who is a champion trainer and knows exactly what he's doing. So yeah, it will be very exciting. I definitely think there needs to be a paddock check and see how these horses have shown up. But yeah, very exciting. Baby races are always very exciting.
So, Tyra, could you summarize this juvenile race for us?
In summary, I mean, definitely a paddock check needs to be done to see fitness and see how these horses are looking in the paddock. But I think Buckingham, Cherubin, and then D'Artagnan, I don't know how to say that, but like that one, number 4, I think those are our picks.
Next up is the fifth race of the day, the Dr. I.C. Nagre Trophy. It's a class 4 race, distance over 1200 meters. We've got about 13 runners. Shrikant, what are your thoughts?
Charlie Brown has been doing well. Ran a second in class 4 to Enforcer by long
Yes.
neck. So, talking about other horses, if anyone has to challenge Charlie Brown carrying top weight, is Don Julio,
Mhm.
who's been recently gelded and then coming into this race, first run out. That is my only suspicion. Generally, horses being gelded, they need a run to get into the racing rhythm. So,
Yes.
Charlie Brown has the edge or Don Julio. What about you guys?
What do you think?
Yes, and another horse to watch out for might be Santana Row, who's run in race number 12 behind Charlie Brown. Last time he had a full jockey, this time he's claiming 3.5 kilos. So that might make the handicap a bit tight. And Crimson Pirate is also another horse that has been gelded, so it would be interesting to see where he fits in. Tyra, what are your thoughts? You have anything else apart from these?
Not really. I think this is a very open race. I mean, I think a lot of them have been knocking on the door. I think there are some inexperienced runners, so we'll see how they go, and some horses that have never run before. I think the horse to beat is Charlie Brown if he doesn't drift out, and I like Don Julio as well in this race.
Yeah,
I mean, Don Julio, based on the Foxy line, has run very well. And I mean, he's also been knocking on the door. So I think he will be right there. Obviously, Charlie Brown, top weight with Trevor aboard. But I think, I mean, he's the one to beat. But I still think open race, we'll see how it goes on Sunday.
Yeah, he was hanging out last time. If he doesn't hang out, he might run a different race.
I agree.
And
Okay.
what are your thoughts on number 5?
Oh, yeah. Number 5, bred very well, inexperienced, has a lot of improvement to make. But I think, I mean, being the brother of Shambhala, Shambhala is a top class horse. And we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I still think it's an open race, but yeah, we'll see. Okay. And now we move on to the main race of the day. This is the Maharaja Jiwaji Rao Scindia Trophy, Group 3 for the best horses in Western India. We do have one Bangalore challenger. But yeah, Shrikant, what do you think of this race?
I think it's pretty straightforward. Psychic Star has been in tremendous uh, form. Coming into this race after winning a mile oh so easily, beating Once You Go Black by 2 and 3/4 lengths. I think this is the pet distance, I would say, for Psychic Star. The 9 furlong or the 10 furlong is the most suited distance, I would say. Though she has won the Oaks, she has got the credentials, but in this lot, against these horses, taking on the Colts and Geldings, in the likes of Odysseus, who's a very, very good horse, won the St. Leger, but this distance is a little too sharp, so I would give the edge to Psychic Star. Yazan?
Yes, I completely agree. They all have to take on Psychic Star. Anyone who has to be there has to beat Psychic Star. She won the mile well last time. She was very comfortable in the last furlong also. And another furlong, she should be comfortable. Odysseus could be there and Golden Thunder as well. But again, the distance might be sharp for them. That's what I think about this race.
Yeah,
What do
the
you
Bangalore
what
Challenger, African Gold, Tyra, what do you think?
Tyra, what do you think about African Gold or Thalassa or any other?
I mean, African Gold was withdrawn in his last run due to the unfortunate Glanders situation. But I mean, he's been
Okay.
working superbly. I think 1800 maybe a little bit too long for him, but he's an older horse now. I think he might be able to get it. Depends on the running of the race. But yeah, no, I think they all have to beat Psychic Star. I mean, she won with her ears pricked. I will say, however, in the last race, Once You Go Black finished second. He hasn't run in a long time. I feel like he needed that race. And then Santissimo also came out after a long layoff. I still think the one to beat is Psychic Star, but I think, I mean, she'll have to dig in deeper this race to come out on top. I think it's quite interesting that Nira Drawell has chosen Odysseus over Regina Memorabilis over this distance. Also, selfishly, I like Dream Alliance. I mean, I thought he won a very impressive race in Pune. I still think this is a little bit sharp for him, but he has the weight and he has Yashna Raidu on board, and I think he can also go close. Honestly, I think they all have to beat Psychic Star, but it's an interesting race. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it
I
goes.
think Shrikant and me are going to stick with Psychic Star.
Yeah, I think, I mean, Psychic Star is the one to beat, but I think
Yes.
they'll come close this time. It will be a close contest, but we will have to wait and see. Okay, now we move on to the 7th race of the day. This is the DW Reed Plate. It is run over a distance of 1,600 meters for class 5 horses, 4-year-olds and over. What do you think, Shrikant?
Yeah, horse number 1 stands out. Back-to-back wins in the same class. Winning third time out in the same class shouldn't be too difficult, but should see how she'll fare with the top weight. Though it is a positive jockey change, Zerwan gets the leg up this time. There are other challengers too, in the likes of Jagger, um, Maratha Admiral. Yazan, what do you think?
Yeah, Maratha Admiral has got on blinkers. He was the favorite last time out. So it could improve his performance. We could wait and watch how he runs. But yeah, we could see him in the paddock also. And another horse who's running class down again is Yule Tide. has been performing in B class over a 7 and a 9 furlong. So he's normally a start to finish horse. So it'd be fun to see how they run this time.
Yeah, absolutely. With 5 kilos off the back, the apprentice getting the leg up. It'll
Yes.
be armchair ride, straightforward, start to finish. Also, there is one more horse, Balino, Rodrigo Corner out of Southern Bay. I have a soft spot towards this horse, though it is a class 5 race. But I won my first classic on Southern Bay. So, based on that, I would give Baleno a little chance to come out and win this race too. Tyra.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, I mean, this is a very open race. There are a lot of horses that have been knocking on the door, including Baleno. I think, yeah, I think very open. I mean, Exotic Stars on a hat trick. I mean, they're all knocking on the door, very, very open. We'll see. I do not have an opinion. I think it is a very open race. Okay, guys, we now move on to the last race of the day. This is the eighth race of the day. It is called the Ram Zoj Plate. It is run over a distance of 1,400 meters and a class 4 race. Yazan, take it away. What do you think?
So the horse I feel they all have to take on mainly is Zafirano. His last run has been in the Pune Derby, and before that, he's run the Hyderabad Colts. Prior to the run in the Colts, he's won 7 furlong in Pune, beating Merlet. Merlet went out and won the Phillies in Calcutta after that. So it's quite interesting to see how he runs in this Class 4 handicap. He surely has an advantage. And another horse also I would pick is Starseed, who's the brother of Dream Alliance. Had an eye-catching third last time in Pune, has been working well. We could see where these two would finish. And Surrealist has got an equipment change. He's got some side cheek pieces on. He was gelded last time, so he's coming off after that. He's already had a run after gelding, and he's got 5 kilos off his back. But the only point to see is from 5, he's running a 7. And another equipment change is for Hita. Got on a blinker and a cross nose band on after running last in Pune, but he won very impressively before that in Pune. So yeah, I think these are the horses to watch out for. Shrikant, what are your thoughts on Timeless Fortune?
Yeah, that is one horse which you can't write off because she's been always on the board, and mm, Tara has been telling that all the other races are open races. I feel this last race, this one is the most
Is the
open race
most and most
uh,
competitive.
most competitive I feel, and it's very hard to pick one in this race. All of them, it comes into the reckoning because of different reasons. So you don't know which factor matters a lot more to the horse. Is it the jockey change, the
Yes.
equipment change, or the running of the race, or what? But in this race, it will be interesting to see which horse gets everything perfect and comes out winning the race. What do you think, Tyra?
Well, I think it's interesting that Trevor has chosen to ride Fujita over Zaffarano because Zaffarano ran the Pune Derby last time out. And I mean, that's a whole different class. So for him to be running in class 4 now and Trevor not choosing him, I don't know. Also, last time out, Fujita was a nervous wreck. I mean, she didn't even gallop. If you look at the race report, I mean, she wasn't, Trevor reported that she really wasn't in the race at all. So I mean, it's an interesting race. I agree. I do say that everything is open, probably because I don't know who's gonna win, so I just say that it's open. But yeah, no, I like the Kushudanji boy horses in this race. I think another horse that could challenge them is definitely the Dream Alliance brother in Star Seed. I think he has a good chance. I mean, he's been improving with every run. And I mean, he's bottom weight. I mean, not bottom weight, but he's getting weight from everyone. I think he has a very good chance to be there as well. So I think it's between these three. But yeah.
Yeah, another side note, I think hopefully this last race doesn't turn out like the last week's last race.
What
I
happened?
completely agree with you, Shrikant,
What
on that.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our Before the Post. We will see you next year. And
Happy New Year to all our
Happy New Year.
patrons, racing patrons. Happy New Year, Shrikant.
Thank
Until
you.
next time.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
See you.
Woo! Happy New Year. Let's do
See you. Bye bye.
Bye, guys. Oh.